Your Honorable, should I say that? Addressing the members of Parliament. And I have to be seen, is it not? Okay, great. Right Honorable Malungo Chisangano, First Deputy Speaker. Right Honorable Moses Moyo, Second Deputy Speaker. Honorable Ministers and Deputy Ministers here present. Honorable Members of Parliament. Mr. Roy Ngulube, Clerk of the National Assembly. Dignitaries here present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the government and the people of the United Republic of Tanzania, I thank you for this honor to address the National Assembly. Thank you. Madam Deputy Speaker, at the outset, I wish to convey my deepest condolences to the Speaker and yourselves, members of Parliament, to all members of this House and the people of Zambia for the passing of an Honorable Amusa Mwanamwabwa, excuse my pronunciation, former Speaker of Zambia National Assembly and one of great sons of this land. He was a frequent visitor to Tanzania and made many good friends there. Our hearts go out to his family. May the Lord grant them the fortitude to bear this loss. We pray that his soul rest in eternal peace. I'm here in Zambia at the invitation of His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema. My stay in Zambia has been remarkable. And the hospitality has been exceptional. I cautioned my President Hichilema that with this kind of treatment, I might be knocking the doors in Zambia now and then. After all, to us, Zambia is also home. Madam Deputy Speaker, I'd like to congratulate all the honorable members of this House for being entrusted to be the voices of the Zambian people. In my career, I had the honor to represent constituencies, first in the House of Representatives of Zanzibar, and later in the Parliament of the United Republic of Tanzania. It is a special privilege and responsibility, and one which is also of key importance in the relations between our two countries. This is a point I'll return to before I conclude. For now, it will be remiss of me if I didn't salute you, Madam Deputy Speaker, for being the, Madam Speaker for that matter, for being the first female speaker in the history of Zambia. Her election to the speakership is testament of her commitment and dedication to the public service and the confidence her peers have in her leadership. But let me add this. These attributes have also been recognized in the region and beyond. Just this September, you were awarded by your global peers the distinguished title of the Commonwealth Parliamentarian of the Year 2023. As such, we also commend you for the remarkable job you are doing. Congratulations. Madam Deputy Speaker, thank you for inviting me to address this August Assembly, and I note with gratitude that under your able leadership, I'm the first female head of state to join the list of foreign dignitaries who have addressed this August House. I am humbled. Madam Deputy Speaker, honorable members, distinguished guests, the relations between our two countries was solidified by the late Mwalimu Julius Nyerere and Wazi, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, our founding fathers. Their closeness made us understand the close ties we share with the Zambian people. In Tanzania, we adore President Kaunda. So much so that we got carried away with his style and attire, which left a lasting impression in the form of Kaunda suit. Today, the Kaunda suit is an official dress in Tanzania and recognized as so even by our parliament. To us, the style and attire mean many things. It conveyed pride in our freedom, it spoke to our working class roots and our ties to the soil, and it spoke to our solidarity in managing our affairs. In solidarity, these two leaders also led our countries in the fight for liberation of Southern Africa. This is a legacy and noble heritage that we should endeavor to protect. I'm happy to note that the closeness and bonds between our two countries have endured. Across our borders, the links between our countries have grown in many respects. On land, we are linked by the Tanzam Highway and by the Tazara Railway. Underground, we are linked by the Tazama oil pipeline. Above the surface, we are linked in two respects: the power transmission lines linking East African Power Pool and the Southern African Power Pool, and also by air Tanzania passenger planes, and soon cargo flights. With all this in mind, going forward, I can only say, tiende pamoja. Ujamaa. Madam Deputy Speaker, globally, the COVID-19 pandemic and the world insecurity impacted growth prospects, disrupted supply chains, and increased inflation risks, with sharp rises in oil and food prices. As a result, our countries have had to respond to these global developments. I wish to note the commendable and bold reforms and measures President HH has embarked on. These responses by our countries require steadfast support from the people. In addition, tackling these challenges also requires cooperation and partnership between friends. This was the spirit of my discussion with my brother, President Hichilema. We resolved to work together in response of these challenges. I've therefore come to Zambia to cement our intention to work together with Zambia for a brighter future. If I can sum up my main message on this visit, it would be cementing economic solidarity. Madam Deputy Speaker, the historic Tazara Railway can bring tremendous prosperity if utilized fully. When fully operational, Tazara can carry 5 million metric tons of cargo. However, last year records indicate that the railway only used 4% of its capacity to carry 210,000 metric tons. Clearly, more work needs to be done to utilize Tazara's full capacity. On the other hand, the Tazara's capacity to carry 3 million people per year is dwarfed by the reality that even at its peak, a maximum of 564,000 people were carried. Our two governments are aware of the importance of Tazara to our economies. Joint efforts will be required to resolve the challenges Tazara faces. Joint initiatives will also be needed to facilitate leasing and mobilization of resources for innovations. The same holds for Tanzania-Zambia Mafuta pipeline, Tazama. Expanding Tazama pipeline is key for Zambia's energy security, and we commit to doing so jointly. We will factor in all necessary considerations, including environmental and security ones, among others. As for the Tanzania-Zambia highway, Tanzam, linking our two countries, has some patches that need major upgrades. Tanzania is ready to embark on joint resources mobilization efforts with Zambia to finance upgrades of this important infrastructure to further facilitate trade and reduce trade costs. Madam Deputy Speaker, parliamentarians play a key role